You want to start it?
What number?
22.
Oof, lucky number 22, you know?
Lucky 22. That's a thing?
Nah. But hey, welcome back. Episode 22, Sonic Goodies. You got me, Austin here, Miguel.
What's up, y'all?
Back with some, a big week for music.
This has been the most eventful week in music so far this year, bro. Like, these past couple weeks have been crazy.
Probably in the past 2 years, but like COVID, you know? Which is even crazy to say.
True, okay. But, yeah, it's just been a lot. Like, three of the biggest artists have given us new stuff.
Something, yeah. And two of the three, it was big albums.
Yeah, which is crazy. I definitely wasn't expecting Kanye to drop Donda and then Drake to do it in that same week. You know what I'm saying?
You weren't expecting that?
Like, I wasn't expecting it to actually happen. Like, especially after Kanye dropped it. Like, I was thinking Kanye would be petty and try to drop it in the same day as Drake. Well, but I didn't think that Drake would want to drop it, you know, so obviously, like, within that same time frame as him. Like, I didn't think Drake would actually want to, like, to make beef like that. You know?
Well, do you know, like, the funny business behind it?
Nah, yeah, I know they're beefing and shit.
But, like,
and
not even that.
Literally, like, Kanye posting his address and stuff like that. Drake, that whole meme of him laughing in the car, that's literally a response to Kanye posting his address, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, even recently, we found out that there was a track that he literally put a diss on it towards Drake.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't even released.
No,
well, on his album, but that was also, like, the one with Andre 3000.
Oh, on that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he also dissed him in that song as well, even though it's supposed to be, like, about his mom.
His moms. Yeah, both of their moms. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, that 3 Stacks verse was...
Dude, both of them.
Both of them, but
yeah. His
verse specifically, bro, like, the way he took that chance to... Like, he made it about Donda.
Yeah.
But in reality, it was, like, a verse asking about his mom, who also passed away, like, almost 10 years ago, I think he said.
100%, yep. So,
he said they had that same experience in common, but then by Ye kind of using that same song to diss Drake, it kind of ruined the whole point of the song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I kind of felt that, even though also another big reason why that song didn't get included was because I guess he didn't know that the album was supposed to be a clean version, you know what I'm saying? And his verse doesn't really make sense, and like if it was a clean version, he said that like it would lose kind of like its essence.
Well, wasn't that supposed to be on the Life of Pablo though?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, or that's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't read that part, so if that's what it is, let us know. I'm really not sure, to be honest. Sure. I haven't heard that, so...
But the funny business I was talking about is Kanye and Drake both had their albums finished. And the labels didn't want Kanye to drop his album on the same day as Drake. It wasn't even either of them. Drake was supposed to drop a week ago when Kanye pushed it back to. They were supposed to be 1 week apart because Kanye wanted to drop a Drake. So he pushed it back again and again and again. And in the contract, apparently, it was like the last Friday to come out was that Friday in case of emergency, where then it comes out Sunday. So that's where Kanye was like, they dropped it without my permission, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. But he said it was because the Baby feature didn't get included.
Well, that was like one of the reasons, but it was like, that was all bullshit. Like, they had it all in the contract and whatnot. And then, like, they're both on the same, like, label, you know what I mean? Like, Universal. So, if I'm pretty sure. But, like, the labels, or even if they aren't the same, they were like, we don't want both of our major artists to drop on the same week. But it dropping on Sunday gives Kanye a whole extra 6 days, and it technically counts as the same week that it dropped as Drake for numbers.
That is true.
So there was a lot of like manipulation, not like to each other, but like to try to make it seem like streams are had and whatnot. You know what I mean? It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, honestly, we did get it though.
Yup.
And that's all kind of everybody's been talking about.
I mean,
Certified Lover. It's like either one of these two albums, but the most recent one that came out just last Friday, Certified Lover Boy,
yes,
which
sir.
we were supposed to get back in January. But once you listen to it, you realize that maybe there were some last minute details in there.
For sure. Like, there's a couple verses I feel like where he was speaking like directly to Kanye. Yeah, you know what I mean?
There's like this one bar he has that was like that addresses Kanye posting his address. and that had happened just like a couple of days before that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like something about give this address to your give this address to your chauffeur and make it a destination instead of making it a post out of desperation, you know, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh shit, he throwing shots for real. But also, Ye threw shots at him and his album, so it was mutual.
I mean, at this point, well, even Drake had a line where it's like, are we keeping it rap? Like, you trying to make it too real? I thought we were keeping it rap. Like, where, like, clearly, like, when Kanye started getting real mad outside of, like, the rap world, like, posting his address, it's like, what are you doing? Like, oh, I thought you wanted to keep it, like, wholesome, like, we're just musicians, but, I mean, I'm excited to see what we still get from their beef, if there even is a beef, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, there definitely is a beef, I think.
I feel like it'll probably get quietly like squashed before we get any cool shit. You know what I mean? Like there might be a couple whack songs, but nothing really cool.
I feel like we will see a song with the two of them sometime in the future.
Oh yeah, let's have the guess.
Like
how long?
I'm throwing out there. Damn, how long from now?
Yeah,
maybe a couple years.
No, give me a number. You'll pick a number. I'll pick a number. We'll come back to it on like episode 312.
Okay, I'm gonna say by the end of 2023.
End of 2023?
By the end of 2023.
On a song together? I say 2024.
Okay.
They have a song together in that year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It'll be a big one, yeah. So get ready, episode like 300 or something.
We called it first.
Yep.
We called it first.
Facts.
But what did you think of this album, man?
Certified Lover Boy, there was a lot of hype behind it, you know? Like,
oh, for sure. I think it's definitely, undoubtedly, one of the most anticipated albums of the year.
Yeah. Oh,
hype
for sure.
For months.
Like, maybe almost a year plus, because wasn't it supposed to come out, like, even before COVID and it got pushed back or something?
I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah.
I think we definitely knew about it by then.
Okay.
But I don't know if it was actually supposed to drop around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really, like, he had announced it. We were excited for it to come out in January because, like, he literally announced it. He had, like, that little video or teaser. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was a picture or not, but it was just, he posted it, like, on his social media and shit.
Okay. Oh, like him with the haircut or something the first time, right?
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
So, because of that, we're, like, hearing it from the artist, so we're thinking, okay, it's really going to drop.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
No, not at all.
We were waiting all year, all summer specifically, because at first we were just like, okay, he missed a January drop. He's probably just waiting till the summer.
Yep.
Summer came and went, and like
we were outside at summertime.
Bro, for real. After the pandemic, like I'm surprised.
That would have been it. I'm
surprised he didn't do that.
Yeah, facts.
Like people talk about 2016 summer being crazy, whatever. This would have been like the wildest summer. Yeah. No, if Drake had dropped back then, like, if Too Sexy was out by the summertime this last summer, bro, that shit would have been top 100 Billboard for like 3 years, bro.
It just makes you like think, why didn't it drop? Because I agree with everything you're saying. Like there would have been no one else out there. Because like at this point, like Kanye only started talking about Donda. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we didn't have any of these listening shows at that point.
True.
So he would have been all by himself on an island. You know what I mean?
For real.
But
I think maybe he also, I don't know if the beef like was this bad. By that time, but also I feel like he doesn't even mind dropping the same week as Kanye because it could be like he could use this as like, oh, this is the proof. Like if I outsell him or whoever outsells each other in this same week, it's like a challenge basically.
But neither of them, like Kanye saying, I think Kanye does want that, but like I think
Drake wants that.
I think both of them like want it, but like the money that they actually make doesn't want that. You know what I mean? I think they make more money dropping individually by themselves.
I mean, these are people that are so rich, bro. They probably. I mean, it's not about them though. It's also about the label.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they don't like all they get to do is probably hand it in. Well, they're mega stars, so they do get a say on when it comes out. But like. Yeah. But, like, there's a lot to it. But, like I was saying, there was a lot of hype behind this Drake album. We've been waiting for shit. Like you said, a year maybe. And to me, I thought it was pretty lackluster, if I'm just being completely honest. Okay. I think there are some highs on it. But is it, like, any Drake highs that we've seen from the past? No. It's, like, spur of the moment, like every other rapper Like, no, and this isn't even a shot, even though it is. But like J. Cole, like he'll drop a really cool song on an album, like, yo, this is dope, and then I'll probably never listen to it again, like 2 weeks later. And I kind of think this album, maybe other than like a couple songs here, maybe 2 or 3 songs, will never be really like gone back to. And for me, that just starts making me think, like, even though I don't necessarily put like Dark Lane Tape or Dark Tape or whatever it was, that
Dark Lane Demo,
yeah, which I actually like, but like that is a Drake album, and then this is a Drake album. It's like, okay, like we need to get back to that 10 out of 10, like knock it out of the park albums. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but so I wasn't too. I enjoy it. I'll listen to it and like bop around, but it's like when it's here and then it's gone. I think, you know, unfortunately. But what about you? What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, man, I hate to say it, but I wanted to like this album a lot more than I actually ended up liking it, yo. Like,
I think so too.
I was really hyped for it. I said it plenty of times before on the podcast. But yeah, I just didn't have a lot of moments that like wowed me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like you said, there are some highs on this. But overall, man, it's definitely not the most memorable Drake project by any means. I wouldn't even put this in like top 5 Drake projects.
Yeah, facts.
Drake is good because he knows what formula works. You feel me? So he knows as long as I follow this formula, I'm gonna be number 1. I'm gonna run the charts, and he just know, like, it's like he got it down to a T. Like commercial success, like Drake knows what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like for sure. So it's like,
I think both him and Kanye both do.
Yeah, but Drake does it in a way, because I feel like Kanye is more polarizing than Drake.
I would agree.
Like musically as well, you know what I'm saying? Not only like his whole media antics and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like his persona, like, I mean, not his persona, like his music.
Yeah.
Itself, like he has albums like Yeezus and shit like that.
It's more out of the box than Drake.
It's more out of the box, and also like I think they're way more divisive.
And I would kind of, to continue on what you're saying, to confirm it even more, like Drake does have, like you're saying, a formula. Where Kanye tries to break the formula every time, you know what I mean? Or maybe not every time, because I do think there is some things on this that are like very Kanye formulaic.
Okay.
But not a lot. But like evolution, if anything, talking about that for a split second. But back to this, yeah, like completely agree. Were there? You said it wasn't a top 5 Drake album. I would agree, and I'm not going to say anything about the Donda album, but when we're talking about Drake and Kanye, their top 5 albums are like near perfect, you know? So you have to put a really, really good piece of work out to break that even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it starts to make you think like, okay, are we judging this as maybe like a Drake album in his discography?
That's how I'm judging it.
Me too. So that we're on the same page, but it makes a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people like it. I'm seeing like mixed reviews, honestly. But
yeah.
But it just makes you think, what are other people like looking at it as? You know what I mean?
I think if my thing with this album is that I feel like I had heard it before. You know what I'm saying? Like I listened to it for the first time, but it's like I was thinking to myself, this is not that different from, let's say, even Dark Lane Demo tapes.
Yeah,
you know
I would agree.
Like, I feel like most of these songs are interchangeable. Like you could have put songs from this on that tape. You could have put songs from demo tapes on Certified Lover Boy, and I feel like they would have just, no one could tell the difference. You feel me? I feel like there's no progression as far as like his sound or anything like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of like, I feel like his last few projects, I'd say maybe past like 3-4 years, have all had that same feeling to me. You know what I'm saying? Of like, okay, he's sticking to this formula, but it's like it's been the same formula for like 4 albums now.
Yeah, since like Scorpion,
and it's not hitting the same. You know what I'm saying?
Even to the point where like on Scorpion, there's a bunch of rap, and then it goes into a random like dance hall song. It does the exact same thing on this album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been on that shit since like Views.
But it's like, to the same exact you're saying, like all his albums, you can hit a point where it's like rap. Okay, you could guess, oh, there's probably a dancehall song in the next 3 songs.
Features are very predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like Future, Thug, Wayne,
which are the highs though,
and they kill it and they work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's like they don't sound too different from each other. I feel like In Too Deep, that song with Future, I like the guitar on it. Like adding that to the beat, I think was a great decision.
Like the second half when Future goes, right?
Yeah, no, even in the beginning, it's like
I wasn't too big of a fan of the beginning at all, honestly.
Oh, I actually like that, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like that was probably one of the most unique parts of the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to me personally. So, but yeah, it's like these new Drake, like Certified Lover Boy didn't give me those like moments that I was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about moments like the first song, Nothing Was the Same. He has like 3 different beats, dropping some of the best bars that he still dropped to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say one thing too, real quick? If we're basing off this album, I don't think he's really a certified lover boy. You know,
he's also on some fuckboy shit like this whole album.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not like I was honestly expecting like super slick like rap, but maybe like even like for girls. You know what I mean? Like a real, maybe not R&B album, but like not like all. He
does have some songs for girls, bro, for sure.
A couple, but like I feel like this was a pretty heavy album of rap. You know?
Yeah, bro, but it's like, what else is a crazy Drake moment to me? That song Cameras, crazy moment.
Oh, okay, crazy in the past. Moment. Yeah,
bro, insane Drake vibe, whatever you want to call it. Just that sound, like 2011 Drake, crazy. What else? The beat drop on Know Yourself. That's like a moment. That's what I'm talking about. That's a moment that you get. It's like an experience when you actually listen to that, and like when you're in the whip and you listen to that, or you just like chilling with the home.
You get goosebumps,
bro. It's like I remember the memes of that shit when they came out. Like, bro, it was like a cultural phenomenon, bro. Like I swear to God, everybody 100%. was talking about it. Everybody that knows what I'm talking about knows exactly what I mean by what I'm saying. Like if you have heard that song and you know what beat drop I'm talking about, I've said what I'm talking about like a million times.
Yeah, okay. But we get it. We know what you're talking about.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, which proves my whole point.
Exactly.
So, bro, there was nothing even close to that on Certified Lover Boy, yo. And I don't know, if you thought there was moments like that, let me know which ones we could like. I want to see your point of view, but honestly, when it comes to claiming you're the best and shit like that, you need to have those moments, and he had them, but he doesn't have them for me anymore.
Well, I not like to.
And by the way, I'm not saying this is a bad album. Like we said, Drake's albums is like the standard is so high that like one of his worst albums is still better than
most people's
90%. You feel me?
Yeah.
He's most people's like point of reference when it comes 100%. To being successful in the game. Like Drake is like
you hope to reach that.
Exactly.
No one does.
And bro, this is like some generational success, bro. Like,
already where he's at.
He's at, and he's not even. I don't think he's gonna stop making music anytime soon. So those numbers are just gonna keep going up. You already know. But yeah, so this album is not necessarily bad, but it's just I was hoping for something different. I guess would be my main issue, and I know that's very subjective because there's people that really fuck with this album. It's album of the year for them, whatever, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, it's just like I wanted more than that.
Yep, and just for podcast sake, and I do think there are some points like I could go into some like high points of the album.
Let's do that, by the way. Let's be more specific about what it is that we liked about it.
100%. Okay, so going to some of the high points, not in a little bit of a Drake formulaic way, but he gives us a little bit of some sauce, like where he's going in on the very first song, sure. Champagne Poetry. You know what I mean?
Definitely one of my highlights. Probably like top 3, bro.
Yeah,
might be my favorite one, to be honest.
Really?
Might be my favorite one. I love that sample. I love the beat switch. I love just what he was talking about. That line about moonwalking on a minefield. Like I was just like, okay.
You could tell he was on his shit, you know?
Yeah, he was talking his shit, and it was dope. But also, it gets kind of introspective on the second half. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that was cool. That was a cool intro. I think one thing about Drake, if you want to say one thing about Drake, that man kills every intro, bro. Every intro of every tape is fire.
Yeah, it might not be better than the last intro, but it's up there with intros, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't make a dusty intro, which is cool.
Which one is your favorite Drake intro?
Shit. I'd have to pull it up to look at the name, but it's definitely...
what, do you know which tape?
What's it called? If you're reading this, it's too late.
Okay.
It's probably...
Legend.
Legends, I was going to say.
Legend is crazy. You see, bro, that whole tape, bro. If you're reading this, is too late.
That's my favorite Drake album.
That's prime Drake, bro.
Yeah,
that's prime Drake. Definitely my top 3. But yeah, that was for me. My favorite is, I would say, Tuscan Leather.
That's a 10. That's a
Over My Dead Body is also crazy. I feel like those 3, Legend, Tuscan Leather, Over My Dead Body. Honorable mention, Free Smoke.
I love Free Smoke. Actually,
Free Smoke is crazy. Those would probably be like my favorites, like my S tier.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
S tier Drake intros. But what else was another? So Champagne Poetry, one of our favorites. Yeah. What's another favorite for you?
Just to go down the track list, I would say like my next one that I really did enjoy was Laval featuring Jay-Z. I thought like Same. not to go like into the Kanye album, but like I think some of the features you can compare because of the same artist. You know what I mean?
Which is wild because they all knew about the beef that they had.
There's some like suspicion too, where like apparently the Cudi song came after people tweeted at Kanye or at Cudi and was like, "Are you on the Kanye album?" And he was like, "Nah." Apparently, like that next day or 2 days later, they were in the studio, Drake and Cudi together. So maybe like Drake hit him up instantly, was like, "Yo, let's make a song together for my album."
We're gonna talk about that song later, bro.
And then you get 2 weeks later, "Hey, I'm making a song right now with Kanye for his new album." So it's like, they're playing, and I think that's a pity play. You know what I mean? On Drake's behalf, to be like, "Oh, Cudi, I know we had beef like 2 years ago, and like your boy Pusha T like went to hell and back to ride for you, but you want to come on be on a song with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." So I thought that was a little interesting, you know. But
yeah, that's also one of my favorites.
But that Jay-Z verse, like, I personally think like Jay-Z is the GOAT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he can't really do wrong. He was on some like young rapper killer shit on this album.
Yeah.
But as a billionaire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of was like some Dr. Evil shit, you know what I mean? If he was a rapper and dope. And so like it was awesome to see him like this, and then like not to talk about it, but then on the Kanye song where it's like a different, similar but different vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was one of the highlights for me for sure.
Yeah. Also, Drake's part on this song is great.
Yeah.
And I would say the same as you. Like after Champagne Poetry, the next song that I like on the album, that I like a lot on the album, is Love All featuring Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I think this one, like, if there's one thing Drake does, bro, is make your next Instagram caption, bro, or your next tweet.
He says that.
You're gonna get. He literally says it on the album, but you're gonna get that from this album, bro, or from just Drake music in general. He dropped so many quotables, and I think a lot of the quotables from this album are gonna come from this song.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just a quick thing. A lot of people like the "Girls Want Girls" song feature.
I cannot.
Me neither. I hate that song.
That's not a good
and I
song.
low-key think the next song in the Bible isn't good either. You know what I mean? And I think it's kind of...
I could do without it.
I feel like it's kind of in the Bible more so than anything. It's like Drake trying to rap like Lil Durk. You know what I mean? Like how Kanye tried to do a couple years ago, where it sounded out of pocket. Not about Lil Durk, but like with trying to like find a new vibe, and he was like rapping with young guys. Even though like Drake is a young guy, I was like, okay, bro, like why are you? I just didn't feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely didn't. Like I said, I could do without it. After that, Fair Trade, another song. The hook on this song is like so quotable.
I like that one a lot.
It's like I've been losing friends and finding peace, but that sounds like a fair trade to me.
Yeah.
Like a good trade to me, some shit like that. Bro, you already know, everybody all over Twitter, Instagram, that's all you see. That's one caption that you're gonna see, bro.
And we get, like, not to cut you off about the caption, and we get the most classic Travis Scott thing.
Oh, Travis killed his verse, bro.
But like the most classic Travis shit where it's like, okay, here's a beat, I'm gonna completely throw a synth in the middle and then change it and do some weird shit on it. He does it on every fucking song, yeah. Like where he's a feature, you know?
Yeah,
and
he got the formula down too.
And he did it good, you know what I mean? I enjoyed that song.
He got that formula just like Drake, but it's a different formula, but he just knows what works for him.
Yeah.
After that, Way Too Sexy. Also, bro, that like what we were saying before about, I think we said it like a couple episodes ago, how like Drake has had longevity, and like it's not like he's had like ups and downs. Like he's remained pretty much the top guy since like for almost a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I think that is also like the reason why his music is like so popping and so successful is because of these quotables, bro. And I think we gotta give credit to that. You feel me? Like it's being a good writer, but not in the sense of like lyrical miracle, super clever bars all the time, but more so just having like writing shit that sticks with people and that's catchy. You feel me? And and to do it at like the level that he does it is actually like
I would say
super rare. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's harder.
We need to give him his props for that.
Oh, facts. And like I think it's harder to be a person who can make those quotables like Drake does versus a lyrical miracle, because we all know underground rappers who are lyrical miracles, you know?
Yeah.
But like the only people that are like those people who have that skill to write like that, like quotables that aren't necessarily like, oh, that's the most clever thing ever, but it's like, wow, that's amazing.
They're just catchy. They stick with you. They catch your ear.
Mm-hmm. And Drake's definitely one of the best at that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And we see that all over this. And
I think Way Too Sexy is an example of that.
Yep.
It's kind of like the video is basically like a parody of the song itself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think one of the kind of juxtapositions to Kanye even is, and Drake does it perfectly on this, is he doesn't take himself too serious. And I think that goes with him being able to say some of these corny lines where some rappers would be like, oh, I can't say that. I look like a bitch. Yeah. Drake's like, I'm not going to look like a bitch because I'm the man, but I'm going to say this line and everyone's going to love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that goes to the same thing with this video. Like it was really dope how, like, you see Drake having fun. And then it cuts to Future's part, and they're, like, in a dope house. Like, no funny business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Thug, and it's a little bit more fun, but it wasn't Drake fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they had their levels of comfortness within rap, and you could tell Drake, obviously it's his song, but, like, he'll go all out type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why, like, he is big. He takes risks where, like, shit, like, I think anyone, if they made that song and that video, people would love it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
the fact that it's Drake, like, this dude who tries to be, like, a sex icon in a sense a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care. I think that's dope.
Word. After that, one of my personal favorites, 2 or TSU. I don't know how people
It's Texas State University.
Okay, TSU. I always said it, Sue. I don't know.
That leaked like 2 years ago.
Word?
Dude,
I think I did hear a snippet of it, but not even close to the whole song. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole second half was not there. The intro wasn't there. But yeah, I love this song. Reminds me of, like, fuck, I forgot the name of the song, but it was on Dark Lane demo tapes.
Which one?
Hold up. Time Flies.
Oh, yeah.
Reminds me of that. I like that type of sound that he does. You know what I'm saying?
It was for...
But, that was also one of the highlights for me. So that 4-track run from, like, Love All onto TSU was probably my favorite part of the album, to be honest. After that, it goes into, like, a bunch of kind of slower songs.
Did you like the In Too Deep song with Future?
Not that much. Like, that's the thing. I didn't care much for, like, the slow songs on this album. Mm-hmm. Aside from, I like Pipe Down.
Well, the second part of No In Too Deep is, like, a pretty big turn-up song.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, bro. Just like that first half, like, I like the guitar. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it was like one of the most unique parts of the album, but I don't know. It didn't stick with me. That didn't stick with me. And then, like, I don't even make it to the second half.
Well, that's like the skippable. When this song comes up, we're like, okay, I'll skip to the Future part. Okay. But like, I feel you. The beginning half is definitely a turnoff.
All right. But yeah, Pipe Down. I think that's probably the best R&B cut on this.
Yes, for sure.
I like the writing on this. Yeva's Heartbreak. I'm going to listen to her.
She's dope, actually.
I'm going to listen to her because I had never heard of her before. But this interlude right here is fucking crazy, on the same lane, on the same, like, level as Majid Jordan's interlude.
Facts.
That was on Views, but I forgot the name of it. It was super short song.
Similar to who's the other chick that had a bunch of...
Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, like Georgia on More Life. But this shit right here, bro, one of my favorites. What else, man? Let's talk about that Cudi feature, man. What did you think of the Cudi feature?
I thought I honestly feel like it, like, picked up from, like, the last time they were seen together in Man on the Moon music video. Like, it sounds like a bad song to me, it's not a good song, but it feels like it's an old song. Like, the vibe sounds old, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, even the way Cudi was trying to rap on it or, like, sing, I was like, this sounds like he was trying to, like, do some old school Cudi shit. Like, not the best, but, like, they could definitely hold that, you know?
Okay.
To me.
Honestly, bro, this wasn't it. This wasn't it for me, bro. And I'm saying this as one of the biggest Cudi fans, bro. Come on. Like, y'all have watched the podcast. Probably in all 22 episodes of this shit, we've talked about Cudi. Most likely, bro. I would not be surprised. But this feature right here was just not it for me, bro.
You're saving all... This is a joke, obviously. But you're saving, like, all, like, your stan energy for the Kanye part.
Exactly. Bro.
Yeah, I feel that. Which I'm kind of doing, too, right now. So, like, I feel that. But, nah, you're right.
But this wasn't it, bro. Like, I just feel like they didn't go well together in the song.
Yeah.
Like, I expected better. I was hoping for better. But it just didn't. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be. Like, the hype for it that I had did not. Like, it did not match the hype for me.
Yep. And like, other than like that song, that was bad. I feel like everything on the kind of the second half of it is kind of skippable for me. Other than You Only Live Twice with Rick Ross and Lil Wayne, and I thought both of them.
That feature, bro. Also, Rick Ross and Drake, they don't mess together. That's one of the best hip hop duos.
I was gonna say, of our time, they might be one of the best duos. Like, every song that they get together, even though it is pretty formulaic, I respect that. Like, Drake kind of goes to that Rick Ross sound for beats on him, and like Ross is one of the.
You already know if like they're on a song together, that hook is gonna be crazy. Yeah. That's gonna be a super energetic song.
But only rich people could put it in their Instagram. Like, you gotta have a big bottle. You gotta be in like a Rolls Royce to put. Like, we can't use those captions. Like,
oh no, bro, that's not yet.
Exactly.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Since Lord knows, Take Care. They have not missed, bro.
Yeah.
The
facts.
2010s were full of hits by them. So it's good to see them on the track together again. They did their thing. Weezy had one of the best verses on this whole album to me.
He always snaps as of late. He's been going
crazy on his features lately. Fucking fans, bro. If I that's not for me, bro. I do not give a fuck about this song, bro. Like, the subject matter, I really could not care less.
Yep.
This album would have been better without it, I think. And then the last track, The Remorse, right?
Yep.
That's what it says. Okay,
yes,
cool.
Sir.
The Remorse, I fucked with that song. I liked it. I think it was a good conclusion to the album. And yeah, so as you can tell, we like the album, but we're such big fans of Drake, and we think he's so talented that we expected more from it. I think that's what it all comes down to.
Kind of the same way I feel about Jesus is King. Like, it was hyped up a bunch from Kanye, even though it is not a rap album. Like, to me, it didn't necessarily live up to my standards of Kanye. So, like, it's that same thing. We hold these artists that do great things to a higher standard, and sometimes, like, they don't hit that mark properly, and, like, shit. That's what it is, you know? Like, you can't always make, like Thank Me Later, you know what I mean? Like, or a fucking, like, Watch the Throne, like, My Beautiful Dark, like...
No, facts.
But when they do, it goes out of this world.
Even though Thank Me Later wasn't that good.
Really?
Thank Me Later, his first album, bro?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I mean, compared to, like, what he dropped afterwards, that's definitely...
What was the one after?
Take Care.
Take Care, that's what I meant. Like,
okay. So
not the one with him holding the umbrella. The one with the black and red. Yeah, right? Take Care? Yeah, whatever. It don't matter.
Black and red?
I'll figure it out.
Okay. But, yeah, Take Care. That's the one where he's sitting down on the table, bro. On, like, the corner of the table.
Wait, you didn't, like, Thank Me Later, bro?
It was, like I said...
The Resistance, Over, Show Me a Good Time, Fancy, Unforgettable... Find Your Love and Thank Me Now, bro.
Bro, it's cool.
No,
but
you had me fucked up for a second. I was like, wait, what album am I thinking of? Yeah.
Bro,
this is a good ass album, man.
It's a cool album, but like I said...
But you are right.
Like, compared to the shit he made later, bro...
Yeah.
It's not... It doesn't
Take Care
compare,
is
bro.
legendary.
Take Care is one of his best.
Yeah.
To some people, it's his best.
Yeah.
Not me personally, but to a lot of people, it is.
My last thing on this Drake album, I would want to just highlight. For me, I personally haven't really, like, been that big of a fan of 21 Savage as of late. Like, I would say the past couple of years, I feel like the shit that he's put out hasn't been that good, like, to what I used to like of him.
You didn't like I
thought that was good, but like, I feel like he dropped a tape in between that, like an album and another mixtape, and then a bunch of features that I was like, I don't know. But his feature on Knife Talk, of course, perfectly named for 21 Savage, but like,
yeah,
I thought I thought 21 killed that shit. Like,
oh, for sure.
Was amazing on that.
For sure. But yeah, man. Now moving on. 2. Listen, man. If Certified Lover Boy was one of the most hyped albums, if that was number 1, or if there's anyone that could take that number 1 spot from him, it was Kanye. And on a random Sunday morning, I wake up earlier than expected. I check my Twitter, and it says that Donda is dropping at 8 a.m. So
8 a.m. it dropped that? It didn't drop like in the middle of the night?
8 a.m.
That's pretty cool.
It's Sunday morning, 8 a.m. That's when it dropped. And, I said, fuck sleep. I'm going to stay up and listen to this.
Yeah, you were already up, bro. Come on.
I mean, exactly. But I was trying to go back to sleep until I saw that. And then, bro, I listened to it. It actually dropped. I could not believe it. And, long story short, it's album of the year, bro. It's my album of the year. That's all I got to say. That's it. We're done for the episode now.
Hell yeah. I'm down. Sure.
I'm kidding. No, we still got way more to talk about.
Okay, just before we get too deep, what else has dropped this year?
Certified Lover Boy. Isaiah Rashad's album. Tyler dropped. We have Tyler, Drake, Isaiah Rashad, Kendrick is about to drop. I mean, he hasn't really dropped, but he's about to. Vince Staples dropped.
You're right.
Pop Smoke album dropped, even though I don't know if you want to count that, but
no.
What else? Trippie Redd dropped. I mean, these are. I'm just saying who
no,
dropped
I know,
in general.
I know, yeah, but no, you're all right. I didn't think about it like that, but as I'm sitting here truly thinking about it, I might have to say. So I love that Tyler album, but like I think in the real, if I took away all my biases, I might have to say
Griselda has dropped a few projects.
Well, I was gonna say that the new I'm a dick rider for Griselda, pause, but like their 2 new albums are crazy, bro.
You talking about what's
Hitler Wears Hermes and then Pyrex Picasso by Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, that West Side Gun tape is crazy.
Yeah,
I like that song Spoons a lot,
dude.
And shout out to Conway.
Draymond with Stove God, I love that. Vogue cover with Stove God, but that's for a different time. We got to stick to the.
Bro, we have so much we should talk about, but we got to stick to Donda. We got to stick to Donda, bro. Listen, Donda was better than I expected it to be, bro. I mean, and I'm talking about.
That was beautiful, okay. Hey, let me say this. People, there's a lot of music on my block all day, every day. I have the windows open all day. There's been a lot of Kanye being played. Okay. And I'm surprised.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I've heard people play Kanye outside. For sure. And I think my best description of this album would be if Jesus is King and Life of Pablo had a baby.
Yes.
It would be this album.
100%.
I think when Kanye said around 2016, right before Pablo dropped, that he was going to drop a gospel album, I think this is the sound he had in mind.
Of course, I agree with that.
Because, Pablo sounded like a Kanye album, but didn't really sound like a gospel album, perhaps in a lot of parts. Aside from Ultralight Beam, there's not really a lot of religious songs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus is King, it was the opposite. It was like a lot of that, but it didn't really sound much like a Kanye album to me. You know what I'm saying? There weren't a lot of highlights at all. That's my least favorite Kanye album. If you want to know our ranking...
Wait, which one?
Jesus is King.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to know our ranking, go watch the Kanye episode. Go back and watch that. But yeah, my least favorite Kanye album. But this one, it had both elements. You feel me? It had like the gospel aspect, like Christianity, worship God, God I love you, whatever. And then but it sounded like a Kanye album,
like a pop,
but it's
like an album.
It sounded like it had the moments that I was talking about earlier, like those moments that make you go crazy, that you're just like, holy, like how did he even make that? That's what Donda had. for me. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, just so I could gauge where you are, is this like one of Kanye's best albums ever to you?
I don't think ever. I don't know if ever, but
like top. You said this wasn't a top 5 Drake album. Is this a top 5 Kanye album?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, keep going then. My bad. I just wanted to make sure. Like, I wanted to see what level you were on.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but it's one of his best in years.
Yes, I mean, and like we said with Drake, just because it's not top 5, like everything in top 5 is probably a 9 or better, bro.
Yeah, and so I think when we're talking about like, Kanye, even more so. Bro.
Yeah, of course.
Like when we're talking about Kanye, even more so. Like the standard is even higher, because like we were saying earlier, Drake, he sticks to the formula, right? He knows what works for him, and he's the best at it. But Kanye, he's the best at breaking that formula, you know, and pushing shit to like a different level. Honestly, like. Bro, yeah, this album has like a lot of my favorite songs of the year, man. And I'm talking about 4, maybe 5 of my favorite songs of the year are in this album, bro.
Okay. Not a lot of music has dropped in like big picture, but there has been some good songs.
There has been some great songs.
Yeah,
You're completely right about that.
So that says a lot.
Bro.
Do you think we'll get an actual cover?
I don't know. Actually, before we move on, bro, I cannot end this episode without saying, bro, how fucking bad that album cover was for Certified Lover Boy, bro. That is the single worst album cover that I could possibly think of.
Can I say something, actually?
What?
I think it's dog shit, too. But I think Drake, not like there's a real Certified Lover Boy album, but I feel like Drake saw all this bullshit with Kanye coming, and that's why he, like, I feel like Kanye in his head was like, Drake is trying to put out right now his best album he's made. Like, that's like, if I'm Kanye, I'm like, that's his prerogative. I think that's what Kanye was thinking. That's why Kanye went so big on this. So when they dropped, it'd be like, oh, your best album when you were 30, and my best when I was 45, bro. Like, I washed you. But I think Drake didn't give, like, purposefully. Maybe, I don't know. This is just me speculating, because I feel like there was so much like crazy shit about Certified Lover Boy, and then for it to be this, it's like, what happened, you know? Like, where maybe, like, there was some more shit I played. I don't know. That's just me being what's it called?
You put your tinfoil hat on.
Exactly, but, like...
Nah, bro, who knows, man? That's one thing we can say for sure. We don't know what really happened. But... yeah, back to Donda. It sucked, bro. Like, literally, I prefer the Donda album cover than the Drake album cover.
Dude.
Like, literally, having a black screen is better than having what Drake had on his shit. I don't know who greenlighted that. Who greenlit that? Greenlighted.
Greenlighted.
Yeah, I don't know who let that shit slide, but it was not it, bro. By far his worst album cover.
And the artist who made it, Damien Hirst, I don't know if that's what I'm saying his name right. I've been following him for a while on Instagram. He is such a good artist, like a painter. He does weird shit. And then when I saw this, I was like, what in the fuck?
You know what's an artist you gotta check out? This guy called Terry Urban. You guys gotta check him out, bro. Like, different, like, I don't know what it's called when they use, like, different materials for the piece itself.
Yeah.
So he used, like, tape, markers, paint,
hell yeah,
all that shit, pencils, whatever. He just used everything at his disposal to make like dope ass pieces. Y'all gotta check it out, bro. But yeah, back to Donda, bro.
Starting off right from the beginning. I mean, I'm gonna say skip it for now, but the Donda chant, we get that. Like, there's cool shit behind it, but like, people who are going crazy about them on Twitter like need to relax. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't. It's a skip.
Exactly.
It's a
yeah.
skip,
but Jail. What were your thoughts? We heard this song.
Cool intro. Jay-Z verse, obviously, but it's cool. I think it's an interesting way to start the album, but it just gets better after that. You know what I'm saying? So even though this is a good song, it's probably one of the ones that I haven't played as much as like my favorites. You know what I'm saying? And
it's one of the few that we've heard basically finished for a minute now. Like, maybe not necessarily Kanye's whole part, but like we've heard the meat of it, you know?
Yeah. I like that whole line where he's just talking to Donda, saying like, oh, Donda, I'm with your baby tonight, whatever. Like, those are the parts of the album that kind of make it seem that this album was really about his mom. Because one thing I will say about this album, a lot of times it didn't feel like it was about her. You know what I'm saying?
I would say most of it doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you think why he would name it that. But
I agree.
She is, present in the album. You can't say that he didn't include her.
Do you know what that's from, too? Those clips of her speaking?
No, what is it from?
It's clips of her speaking about Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I thought you meant like clips of her like at an event or some shit. Like,
well, it was an event of her speaking about how great her son is. So it's
like that was literally the event?
Yes. Like, the talking point was like Kanye West and how great of a person he is. And it was like, that is so funny that he then like not edited it, but like cut it up to make it like not about himself, but about him. Like, it's just so funny. Like, it's so Kanye, low key.
Nah, but bro, down the chant, jail. After that, God breathed.
What you think of that,
bro? The outro of that song with Vori. I still haven't heard Vori's music. I don't know if any of y'all were fans of him before this or knew about him before this. If so, let us know what to check out first. But man, I definitely need to go listen to what else he got out, because he killed his features on this, specifically on this song, bro. Mm-hmm. That outro was amazing.
I thought it was a good song, but like for me, like this isn't one of my favorites. Like, it's good, but I'm like, okay, like
I feel like the first half is like not one of my favorite parts, but then his part, like he killed it. He absolutely murdered this. Great part of the album for me. Highlight of the album for sure. Mm-hmm. Then we go to probably what's one of my top 3 songs.
Me too.
Off the Grid, bro. Off the Grid, one of Kanye's hardest songs.
His voice on that shit, perfect auto-tune. Like, that sound right there is like the perfect, like, version of Cardi's sound. You know what I mean? Like, it would...
Now, when Cardi's verse came on, I went crazy. I went crazy, bro. And also, just say it, because I know what you're going to say.
Well, no, you go. Because it's not.
Fivio Foreign's verse?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to just be like... This also sounds like like a perfection of some type of Yeezus stuff, you know what I mean? Which, even at that time, was very Cardi-esque. But then, like you're saying, you go to the Fabio verse, like...
Fabio, yeah. I said Fivio.
He's my Fabio. Fabio's my Fabio. Damn, you got me fucking up. But yeah, Fabio...
he was rapping like his life depended on it, bro. He had a long-ass verse of just bars, bro. Like... I have never heard him rap like this, yo.
He had a point where he was rapping and then he stopped for like maybe 2 seconds and I was like, oh, that's a fucking crazy verse. And then he comes back and then you gotta respect it. And it's like, oh, damn, he's about to bar out tonight, yo. Like,
bro.
And that's what you gotta do. When you get this opportunity to be on probably the biggest album of the year. Yes. Like, until something says otherwise. The biggest album of the year. You got to come and show everybody, hey, I'm the guy that when this is done, you're going to be like, oh, shit, that Fivio Foreign? It's Fabio Foreign guy. Like, you got to check out his music because he's amazing on this.
And he tweeted that Kanye's, like, executive producing his next album or producing it. I don't know. But he's involved.
I don't know how to feel about that because he put out, Kanye executive produced that Nas album that was, like, the worst album of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't heard that, I think.
Good. Stay away.
I heard of one song. I think the one that was produced by Kanye himself, or he was the feature. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he was the feature on it. Okay, he might have done both actually. You might be right.
I heard that one, and I thought that was cool, but I didn't listen to the rest.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, bro. So Off the Grid, and then that 3-track run of Off the Grid, Hurricane. Hurricane, it has to be like a top 3 song this year, bro. Like, The Weeknd, his singing, the beat. The fucking how the beat drops on Lil Baby's verse as soon as like he starts rapping, bro.
Yep.
That moment, like the amount of dopamine that my brain releases at that moment is unparalleled, bro. That'd be like the highlight of my day.
I would say the highest of all highs from this album come from this song. Because before the song like officially dropped, I was like, okay, like we heard it. I kind of like the other version more. But there's like a specific thing that I had to even like highlight. It's like the gospel chorus, like whenever The Weeknd's singing, they like re-sing something behind them, and it's "Don't Let Me Down," like they don't. But the way Kanye edits it, like it's the highlight of the whole thing. Just he cuts it like when you say down, they'd be like down. They'd like have a tail end. He cuts it off like a half a second too early, and it might be the greatest thing on this whole album for me. Just that sound, like
just that moment
like,
being cut off.
I literally will listen to the song. Like The Weeknd's cool, and I think he's beautifully sounding on it. Like it sounds kind of like some robotic shit, like done perfect. You know what I mean? Like some Daft Punk music, a little bit. But
Lil Baby, once again, I don't know if we talked about this verse before. I don't know if that part got cut because of the Donda curse, which I think it's lifted.
I think we're going good so far.
I think we're going good so far.
Knock on wood.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, bro, Lil Baby's verse. Again, if there's somebody that's gonna kill a feature right now, it's Lil Baby.
He's the guy.
He is the guy to get on your album. Even though I will say that I like this feature on his album way more than the one on Certified Lover Boy.
Oh, yeah, I think every feature on this one is better than the same ones, other than maybe the Jay-Z one. I really like that Jay-Z one.
On Certified Lover Boy is better, I believe.
But
aside from that, bro, everybody else is better here.
To go on that little Baby line real quick, I asked my boys, like, who I went to college with, we had, like, we do, like, music playlists every month to each other, like 10 of us. I asked them, I was like, is this a hot take? I think Lil Baby's sound of auto-tune on this, of rap, might be the best I've ever heard in my life. Like, not singing auto-tune with, like, Kanye doing his mumble singing, that's my favorite of all time. But, like, rap, when his voice on this might be the best auto-tune I've ever heard ever, bro. Like...
Bro, the lyrics on this, bro.
Dude.
The lyrics, his flow, early morning brainstorming, most times I can't sleep in, bro...
Yeah, talking about losing friends to sipping and how he's still like, Kanye had all of his features show out, and
this isn't new from Kanye, bro. This isn't new. He always brings out the best in his features.
Mm-hmm. It's not new. Wait, is it new or is it
isn't new?
Oh yeah, exactly. New. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
bro. Again, those two, one of the best highlights of the album for me. Also, I had said before, I wasn't a big fan of Kanye's album. I mean, his verse on this song. Mm-hmm. And it grew on me, honestly.
Me too.
I kind of listened to the lyrics more, realized he's talking about Kim and kind of his recent falling out, his divorce and shit in a way. You know what I'm saying?
And that... that might be one of the best, like, clever, because... It's like him to himself, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's all internal. Like it's beautiful. It's great.
He had this line that was like, hard to find what the truth was, but the truth was that the truth sucked. Or some shit.
COVID in the house. No, I'm joking.
It's not COVID, bro. I just smoked. Damn, that sounded terrible. Sounded like I was dying just now.
I gotta like slowly put a hazmat suit on. Nah, it's out here. We don't give a shit. But that song, great. All the features, Kanye, they bodied it. Into one of my other highlights on the album, Praise God. And for
the devil my op, bro. Oh, by the way, a little bit back to Off the Grid, bro. The fact that Kanye shouted out Messi in a line, bro, that was just, for me, top one moment, bro.
Top one moment. Even though Messi left, bro?
Even though Messi left, bro.
I respect that.
I believe that this verse was recorded before he left. I don't know. It's probably not true. It's probably not true, but that's how I'm coping with it so that I'm able to like the line instead of getting PTSD.
Well, bro. I'm going to give you some PTSD because, he saw in the news that Messi got like $1 bajillion and he was like, I got to rap about that.
How you know this, bro?
Because you know.
How you know this, bro?
You know.
You don't know if it was after that, bro. You don't know.
Well, I like how we both sit on the opposite sides of this. I like that.
Yes.
I do.
I refuse to believe that's what happened, bro. It might be true.
It don't matter,
I'm just not going to accept it.
Until we get proof, it don't matter,
Exactly. So I'm going to just run with my theory because yes. Okay? So, praise God. Travis killed it, right?
Yep.
Ye killed it, right? I mean, he was the worst verse on this for me.
The way you're building this, I think we're going to have very differing opinions.
But Baby Keem, bro. Next up, bro. Next up, bro. If he delivers with this album, he's next up. I'm saying it right now. Yes, he's Kendrick's cousin. Yes, that helps a lot, most likely. But I've seen the potential since way before, bro. If you've seen previous episodes, you know it's not the first time I talk about Baby Keem. He's not up there yet, but I see the potential. Like, I know there's something, like, he got something about it. about him. You know what I'm saying? He knows something we don't know yet. Once he taps into that, which I'm hoping will be on this next album that's actually dropping this Friday, and he dropped a trailer for it, and I'm actually fucking with it, OD. Mm-hmm. And if the album sounds like that, then I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna fuck with this. We're gonna talk about him later, probably, if we have time.
Yeah.
But I love this feature, bro. I'm sorry. I know it's not the most lyrical, bada boom, bada beam, whatever, but he pulled it off for me. I don't know, bro. He pulled it off. He did his thing. I don't care. Bada the boom, bada the boom, bada the meme, the beam. I need a new girl. My old was mean. Come on, bro.
I mean, I personally didn't like it, and I know I'm the contrarian. I think most people do like it, and like, I'm a big Baby Keem fan. Like, you know, like "Death for My Bitch" is one of my. I like that mixtape a lot. Like, that's probably my most listened to thing of that year. But. And I low-key felt most of the stuff other than the new single that came out, everything since Die For My Bitch to now, other than the new single, I haven't liked that much.
I liked Hooligan a lot.
I was iffy on that one. But like for this, it goes back to the same thing where it's like, I thought he was cool. It wasn't even, like Baby Keem has shit where he is going in on his music, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I felt like, in a sense, like, okay, he kind of just like came in and like had fun, which is like what you want to do, but like, I don't know. I didn't think it was that great. It's not bad, but it's not for whatever. To each his own, you know.
He killed it for me. Okay, yeah, he killed it. Shout out to Baby Keem. Excited for the album, The Melodic Blue. I think out this Friday. We're definitely gonna talk about it on the next episode. So tap in if you're trying to listen to that. But again, we get sidetracked just because there's been so much music lately. But we're back on Donda. And listen, man. As much as I love this album, like I said, album of the year for me. That's not to say there aren't some songs that I don't really care much for.
Yep.
That I consider might be filler. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but it's like a 27 song album. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of room for songs to not be as great. But I feel like the highs on this more than make up for it.
So just to maybe speed up the process because there's so many fucking songs.
Yeah.
Do you have like a couple songs that you don't necessarily think hit the mark? Before we get to like our top songs,
I mean, that? I'm gonna say some songs, but okay. First off, all the part twos I could do without.
I agree.
I don't really care for it that much, honestly. What else? And this is gonna be a hot take, low key. The Jesus is Lord. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's actually probably one of Kanye's best verses in recent times, just because of the storytelling in it. But I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to listen to that a lot of times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So since the album dropped. It's probably been one of my least played ones. Mm-hmm. The Pop Smoke thing, I honestly could do without it. Yeah, I'm good off that. It doesn't sound that great to me. What else? Jonah, Lil Durk, Vori, not bad, but at the same time, eh. Oh wait, not Jonah. I'm talking about OK.
Yeah, I agree with OK. I like Jonah.
Jonah, never mind. I was thinking the wrong thing. OK.
I can skip that song personally.
That was like one of the most obvious. Like, I think this is like a Drake diss to me, basically.
Yeah, it is.
It's a Drake diss. Lil Yachty, Fabio, Ruga. I hadn't heard of him before, but yeah, bro, it's cool. But
so, I kind of agree with some of the lowlights that you have, and I feel like most of the songs that you like, I like too. You know, because this album is pretty not polarizing. It's pretty spot on. You know what I mean? Like. He really gives you the good if it's good and like the if it's you know?
Yeah, I feel that. Bro, let's talk about Believe What I Say, bro. That is one of the most just joyful songs that I've heard. Like, if you want a song that's going to get you in a good mood, that's going to give you energy, make you feel good, make you want to dance, that's you believe what I say.
Yeah.
That's all you got to listen to. Believe what I say. And Lauryn Hill sample is a song that we had heard a snippet of. He posted on Twitter of him on a boat playing this shit. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is fucking crazy. We need to hear it." Here it is, Donda. But also, man, what follows this up? This song 24.
Beautiful.
This has to be, bro, one of the most beautiful songs I have ever heard, bro. This song is pure emotion, bro. This song, if you listen to the song and you don't feel anything, you don't feel moved in any type of way, bro, you have no soul, bro. You have no soul. Don't associate with me, bro. I I don't like that, bro.
Yeah,
you got no soul. You got no soul, no heart, no compassion, no type of feelings or emotions in your being, bro. That's crazy. That's wild to me. I can't, bro. This song makes you feel like everything's gonna be okay, bro.
Mm-hmm. And we get that. I don't want to jump around too much because I know you probably want to talk about that once, but you get such a beautiful song like that, and then for me, like, you followed it up with like Remote Control. Like, it's cool, but like, I don't see all the hype behind that song. Yeah,
I like it. It's catchy. It's not the greatest thing, but it's just catchy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like some of like that song,
I like the melodies on it. I think I like the beat a lot. The part, especially when it's just like they're not even singing over it, like the parts where it's just the instrumental itself.
But I love that when Thugger has like that super auto tune where he's just like sounds like a super robot on it for like 15 seconds, and I think I put it down. Yeah, at 1 minute and 50 seconds, it's dope sounding. That's what Kanye does. He could really try some weird stuff, and it just is cool. He pulls it out.
And it's hit or miss, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
He tries it. That's the thing. You feel me? It's like Drake knows he's gonna shoot 100% or close to 100% from the field, right?
Yeah.
By dropping the same formula. Kanye doesn't know that, but he still shoots.
Yeah, and when
he makes it, it's like
it's big.
It's a huge thing. You know what I'm saying?
So we talked about some of our lowlights. I would like to go to one of my highlights.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's still way more.
Yeah, Moon. I think Cudi and Don Toliver on that. Don in particular, how he sets it up with his voice, and then Cudi, like Don with the highs, Cudi with the low. I think.
You know how I said I didn't like the Cudi verse on Certified Lover Boy?
This is a 10 out of 10.
This is the complete opposite of that. Like, my opinion on this is the complete opposite of that feature. Mm-hmm. It is one of Cudi's best features in forever.
In a long time.
In a long ass time, man.
And I think, like, him getting his own song, how a couple of the other people did, him and Don on it, like, they really, even though
Kanye just comes in like at the end very, for some background vocals, basically.
Exactly.
But yeah, Cudi's verse talking about memories and all this shit is just beautiful, bro. Cudi, you did it, bro. You did it. That shit was crazy.
He has a line that I wrote down that is like, "I keep praying life is a training." I just love that line because it's like so Cudi. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful. And it is very Cudi.
Yeah.
Very Cudi. What else, man? After that, Heaven and Hell.
Dope song.
I like that song. When the beat drops with the choir in the back, that is a moment. Those are the moments, bro. Those are the moments I'm talking about. That's one of Kanye's best beat drops, bro. You would think it comes from like Blood on the Leaves and shit like that. This is just as much up there, bro.
Maybe I could agree with that. Yeah,
it's just as much up there to me, bro. That was a fucking. The way he pulled that off was crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then just for like context, for other than maybe like No Child Left Behind, the album from here on out becomes nothing really much to me.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I would agree. Oh wait, no.
Other than Pure Souls.
Keep My Spirit Alive. The one with Griselda. I like that song.
I'm iffy on that one.
I like that song. I'm surprised you would say. But yeah, I
thought Conway kills that.
Yeah, Conway's verse is my favorite.
Yeah.
Kanye's verse is not the best. I will agree with you on that. But the beat... I think it was the perfect feature on this beat. Shout out to What's Like On, shout out Conway. I'm surprised that Benny wasn't on it. Which makes me think, like, I think at this point, West Side Gun and Conway are the two biggest artists from Griselda as well. Would you agree? Would you think that popularity-wise they surpassed them?
No, I think Benny's the biggest.
Word?
Yeah. Benny and then, like, they're both, like, very close seconds.
Okay.
But I do think Benny is bigger, yeah.
Yeah, because I was surprised at the fact that he wasn't on it.
Well, I have a suspicion that a lot of time when Benny's not on the song, like, the other person, like Kanye is on it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's Benny's song. Like, Benny writes his verse. Because in a lot of the photos, they're all there, you know what I mean? So maybe, like, Benny is really out here, right? But I don't know, I'm just, like, talking shit, you know what I mean? But no, I thought the song was cool. I thought Conway killed that shit. That was probably one of my favorite verses on, like, rap verses, you know what I mean? I thought he killed that shit. And... shit, like, for me, my next favorite feature, I think Roddy Ricch, his even though we heard this song a bunch, I feel like his voice on that, perfect. Kanye knows how to use autotune on people's voices.
Bro, my one complaint about this song, I wish he had kept the piano version.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And not switched it to the organ. because I just love the piano sound on this. Like I said before, it really reminded me of like throwback Kanye.
Yeah.
Like the piano gave me like late registration Kanye,
Facts.
or even like graduation Kanye in like Everything I Am.
Yeah.
Which is like one of my favorite songs on that album. So I love the piano on it, and the way he was rapping on it was just automatically reminded me of that. But now that he switched it to the organ, it's like, damn, it doesn't give me that same feeling. It's still great because it's still the same chords. It's not like he changed the actual like music notes on it that much.
It's just a different
It's
instrument.
just a different instrument. You know what I'm saying? But
great song.
Still love that song. I think that's a great collab. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Roddy Ricch.
Yes, sir.
Who also I think is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, of the next gen.
Yeah, I think he's going to be up there with the Torchbearers.
And yeah, bro. Honestly, I what can I say, bro? The highs of this album, to me, are amazing. Oh, also, No Child Left Behind.
That's probably one of my favorites on that album.
I love that song.
Me too.
Very simple, almost like not a lot going on, but the lyrics and the way they're sung, it's great, bro. It's amazing, to be honest.
I agree.
So what I will say about this album, I love most of the songs on it. I think the highs are very high.
Yep.
And then, like we said, there's songs that we don't really care much for. But I think the highs are they just make up for it and like tenfold. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
So that's why for me it's like album of the year, man. It's better than I expected this Kanye album to be honest. After Jesus is King, I didn't think we were gonna get Kanye music like of this quality anymore. But I'm super glad he proved me wrong, bro. I'm super glad he proved me wrong. Man, yeah, like Donda album of the year.
Yep.
I think if you're Call Me If You Get Lost, it's my second one. Yeah, Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, it's not top 2 for me.
No, for sure not. And just like I normally will give a number to an album. So far, like I listen to this a bunch. I feel like I can give it right now, and I do think sometimes Kanye albums do grow on me a little bit. So like I think it's a solid 7.5, 8, and which is crazy is like for me I was like looking at all of his albums earlier. I was like that is like 6th place. And that's really good, low key, you know?
Yeah, this album is great, and like you said, it's only 6.
Exactly. So, like, it just shows you how we've been saying in the past, like, if you trust an artist enough to, like, put out good work from what they've done in the past, they probably will, they could pull it out, and for this, they pulled it out, which I loved.
Man. So we got, like we said at the beginning of the episode, this past few weeks have been the most eventful weeks in music. We got a Drake album, we got a Kanye album. Not only that, we got our first news of Kendrick in forever, bro.
We got right now one of the best verses, probably the best verse of the year to me, if I'm being honest.
Word, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
That in the music video too, on top of that, Kendrick back.
That video was crazy, bro. I was saying, the editing on that shit, I think it was directed by Dave Free.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Directed and produced the beat, if I'm not mistaken.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
That video was one of the best videos
All
I've seen.
Top Dog house, like from Top Dog.
That's one of the best videos I've seen in a long ass time. But man, if I'm being honest with you, bro, how can I explain how I feel about this Kendrick album? I mean, Kendrick verse. Why do I keep saying that? Kendrick verse. Like the lyrics were good, which are it's to be expected from Kendrick, but I don't know. I wasn't such a big fan of the beat choice in his part, and also like some of his flows, bro.
Well, that's what I think makes it special.
The flows.
I think he purposefully picks stupid flows to come out and body this, because he has a thing where he's like talking like he's like a redneck a little bit, you know what I mean? And like, face it, brother, like the way he spits it, like you could tell he's like, I truly think he came in, was like, I'm gonna give you guys this fucking verse that I'm just doing stupid shit on, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's gonna shock the world, and it's still gonna be gas, because I do think the way it sounds sonically, like, if you don't like the flows, like I think like the beat, I like the beat a lot personally.
I didn't like the beat. That's the thing. I feel like it just didn't have that replay value for me. Like, to be honest, I like this song a lot, mostly And of course, Kendrick is back. It's not a bad verse. It's just not.
Which,
I'm not even taking it that serious because at the end of the day, it's not a Kendrick song. It's a Baby Keem song.
Exactly.
This is a Kendrick feature. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like this is not the Kendrick we really know. You know what I mean? This is not Kendrick going off for real.
This is him going on to a Baby Keem esque vibe.
And it's like he's just announcing his comeback. Basically, that was the whole point of the verse. I'm smoking on your top 5. I'm at the backseat to the game.
Fuck that album. Fuck that single. Burn that hard drive. Come on, bro.
Flows are coming. Be patient. Some shit, bro. I mean, he's saying I've been avoiding the overnight politicking, whatever.
The overnight activist.
The overnight activist. Yeah, he had a
trending topic. Oof.
It's like I'm not a trending topic. I'm a
prophet. I answer to like Alpha Omega. Like,
bro,
he was on some other shit, bro.
He's really on some like, when I drop some shit, it's like a message. You know what I'm saying? And he's like taking his time with that.
Well, I didn't necessarily take that way. I took it the way is he's flexing on everybody, being like, bitch, I'm a prophet. Whatever I say, this silly shit, I come out, I don't want to be a trending topic. But he is. All of this is like, I'm the king. Like he has a thing where he's like when you refer to me, refer to the 4 letters. What do you think that is? King.
Or go. Oh, wait, no, go.
Either one. Well, that's an acronym, but you know what I'm saying. Like he's coming back, like how you're saying, and I said a little earlier, he's stating, like, I'm back. And I'm going to take the game over from all of you guys who have all this album talk with the single on some shit that I probably don't really care about. Like, because I don't think he was taking it as serious. I thought he was having a good time, like,
showing off. I don't think this is, like, Kendrick's best verse lately at all. Like, it's probably not. He probably has so much better shit on his own shit. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm wondering, like, if, let's say, Lupe Fiasco or Absol dropped this verse, would it have this much hype?
No.
Yeah.
But also, like, they don't hold the same amount of hype inside of the industry. They don't compete with the 2 biggest killers in the game. They're great, but what are they saying when they drop that? They're saying, oh, hey, like, Lupe Fiasco's back. Who I love. Shit, if you look at my phone, I have all of his shit. Like, I actually am a big Lupe fan. But, like, Kendrick, like, I really feel like this was him coming back being like a fuck you to everybody, being like, I'm not going to even try hard. I'm going to give you shit that sounds hard, me having a good time, and I'm going to take all of your spotlight on some stupid shit. And I think that's what we got.
Word. Man. But what I was really saying, for real, Baby Keem's part on this, like, specifically, fuck his feature on Donda. Not really.
This is
I
good.
Liked it. This shit, he went crazy, bro. He went crazy. This is what I mean. I think Baby Keem and this album is showing potential. Between his feature on Donda, if that's any indication, his other singles that he's dropped, I'm not the biggest fan of Do-Rag Activity, even though Travis on it, I think even he couldn't save it. It's just not it for me. Hooligan, I actually do fuck with. And now Family Ties, what he did on it, plus the trailer that he dropped, which is a video of him.
I'd like the trailer.
Which is a video of him just rapping, and it's like, I think probably, it sounds like an introduction almost. Like, I feel like that's probably the intro to the album.
For sure.
I don't know, that's my prediction.
I would agree.
But it would be crazy if he started the album off like that. And if the album keeps sounding the way it did in that little clip,
we're going to get some fire.
Yeah, we're going to get some fire, bro. Also, the cover for the album is great. I really like it. But yeah, man, I guess that's what we'll talk about it on the next episode.
Yes, sir. We're going to get a lot of Baby Keem talk soon.
Yeah, man. Also, random news, TDE signed a new artist. And he dropped an EP, like a little 3-song EP.
Anything good?
Yeah, there's a song called Tap on it.
Okay.
That shit is fire, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see what his name is. I forgot. Hold up, let me double check real quick. It's loading. Ray Vaughn.
Oh, I've heard of him before. Okay.
Ray Vaughn, Peer Pressure. That's the name of the EP. The song Tap. It's probably my favorite one that I've heard so far from him.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what else. Little Sims dropped an album. I haven't heard it, but apparently it's really good.
Don't even know who that is.
She's a rapper from the UK, bro. She's fire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you should listen to her shit. Y'all should listen to her shit if you haven't already. She's dropped some great albums.
Hell yeah. Shit, but for me, that's it for me. How you feeling?
That's it, bro. I'm good, bro. I think we said everything we had to say. So
we're happy we got music.
We got some good music. Kanye, he won.
Yeah.
He got it. Drake, he dropped a cool album, but to me, it just doesn't compare, bro. Shout out to Kanye.
I would agree.
Shout out to Donda. I'm sure she would be proud. What else? And that's it. Sorry we were a couple days late.
Mm-hmm.
We've been super busy, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but thank you for watching. If you like this, go watch our older episodes.
Yep.
And
follow Miguel and us on Instagram, Silent Goodies Podcast.
Yeah, it's gonna be up there.
Yeah, hell yeah. Follow right there or there.
Follow the social medias.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, bro, that's it.
Sweet. Well, shit. Until next time, we'll have some new music and some fun ass conversations.
Hopefully. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.